Hey, Judy, welcome, welcome.
We finally meet with a man who has seen the media in Kenya take the baby steps growing into a vibrant industry.
We have come a very, very long way in so many things.
A man who has seen the newsroom transformation.
Yeah, you know, the freedom of the press at that time, the issues that were there at that time are not the same issues.
From handwritten pieces to the typewritten, the humongous computers, and now personal computers.
I sit down, I draft the story on a piece of paper. Naenda kwa simu, I call from Nandi, what we used to call a reverse call.
That was in 1985, a year after 60-year-old Mugo Theuri was employed as a writer for the Standard newspaper. At his home in Ruiru, Kiambu County, he tells me about a story he wrote, what would change his focus as a 30-year-old writer then.
It was being sent just like a small story coming from a provincial hospital. Something mysterious, killing people. Something that even the doctor could not explain.
The next morning, he woke up to this.
Even the headline will tell you that the sub-editor was struggling to explain what this is. Because all diseases kill. Maybe to make it even any more, is to add the sex. You see, there's always sex. That is horrifying. Even a traffic accident is a horror. We use horror. But to spice it, you add sex. I tried to do a bit of research on the disease and the progression of the disease. So I brought in terms like Kaposi's sarcoma. Some people used to think that Kaposi's is the name of a person. Kaposi's sarcoma. In fact, I was given a nickname Kaposi's. Yeah, even today, some friends I knew from those days still call me Kaposi's, Kapo.
Only one picture was being used to describe the mysterious disease worldwide.
Around that time, the most famous case was a guy, I think he was an American. He's the only one who had come out, and he was a homosexual, to declare his AIDS status. The problem with us, we look at the drop, we look at the small picture. We don't look at the bigger picture.
The retired journalist who was born in Nyeri went to college in Greece in the 70s.
Here we were in Greece. These were my friends there.
And worked as an editor with the People newspaper after his detention in 1989 for allegedly being part of the Mwa Kenya movement.
This was after prison. So this is Wahome Mutahi's car.
An outfit that was accused of supporting anti-government ideals in the early 1980s.
This is with my wife during our younger days, more romantic. I can't swear I was sober.
He is a husband.
Maybe she can talk for herself, but she ought to have been happy.
A father of two, grandfather, and the seventh child in a family of 9. He tells me about a topic he found hard to write about, but he had to do it anyway.
Those days, it was difficult to talk about the disease because it was only associated with sex. I had never seen somebody suffering from AIDS, but we were hearing that when somebody contracts the disease, the body starts shrinking. So it was being called nylon, you know, it was being called nylon also. It was being called slim, it was being called so many names. I've seen one death certificate where the doctor wrote that the person had died of wasting disease. Now, what is wasting disease? Surely. I am writing a lot about AIDS. AIDS is being associated with so many things like the frame of your body, thin people. Here I am, I'm a thin person. People start wondering, is this man, could he be also a patient? Huh? That's why he's writing about AIDS with such fervor.
And as the world celebrates the World AIDS Day, that mysterious disease is now known and can be managed.
But in the beginning, it was difficult to report this horror, this mystery, because you can't go. It's like a ghost stalking everybody, but you cannot describe how does the ghost look like. Is it a giant? Is it a small thing? Is it something you can hit with a rungu? Is it something that requires a gun? Is it something that requires a bomb? That time, people did not know. You start asking yourself. Then it comes closer until a member of your family is affected.
Like you don't have like an apology for all this?
I have no apologies for these headlines. If I were to write the same stories today, the circumstances being the same, it's a new disease, it is devastating the society, I would use the same terms that would create a big impact.
From a man born in 1953,
Yep.
rewriting that story he wrote in 1985 is what he's doing now.
She's forgetting.
Judy Kosgei, Citizen TV, Ruiru.
But now, people are very conscious.